Before we begin this journey, you are about to learn the story of a woman who did not wield a sword, she did not lead armies, and she had no fame whatsoever. But in a single act of divine courage, she sealed the destiny of an entire war. This is the story of Jael, the woman who defeated a general. Welcome to the Gospel Teachings channel. Here we dive into the stories of the Bible in a way that touches the heart and reveals the power of God in the most improbable lives. So before you continue, go ahead and leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so that YouTube shows more videos like this to those who love the scriptures. Now, take a deep breath and come with me, because the story of Jael is just beginning. In the time of the judges, Israel was living in chaos. No king, no unity. Everyone did what was right in their own eyes. After straying from the Lord, the people were handed over to cruel oppressors. And one of the most feared was Jabin, king of Canaan. His commander Sisera spread terror throughout the entire region, with his 900 iron chariots, the height of military technology at the time. For 20 years, Israel lived under the weight of slavery and fear. But as so often in the scriptures, God rose up and decided to act not through a king or a mighty army, but through women. Among the tents of Israel, Deborah emerges, prophetess and judge of the people. She summons Barak, military leader of Naphtali, and declares, "The Lord will deliver Sisera into the hand of a woman." Mysterious words that seemed improbable, but that already sealed the destiny of an arrogant man and of a woman named Jael. Jael was the wife of Heber the Kenite. Her people were descendants of Jethro, Moses' father-in-law. They lived as nomads, dwelling in tents in the desert, working with metal and simple tools. Heber had made peace with Jabin, the enemy of Israel, and it was precisely for this reason that his tent was close to the battlefield. Everything seemed ordinary, but God had already chosen that place as the stage for a divine turning point.
On Mount Tabor, Barak gathers 10,000 men, and when the battle begins, God sends a violent storm. The rain turns the field into mud, and Sisera's iron chariots get stuck. The powerful Canaanite army is destroyed. Sisera flees on foot, exhausted, desperate, and seeks shelter in the first tent he finds. And that is when destiny leads him directly to Jael's tent. She sees him arriving, tired, covered in dust, and calls him in a gentle voice, "Come in, my lord. Do not be afraid. I will hide you." Sisera enters, believing he is safe. He asks for a little water, but Jael, with divine wisdom, offers milk, probably warm, to calm him and make him fall asleep. She covers him with a blanket. He relaxes and falls deeply asleep. But what Sisera did not know is that God had already decreed his end. The wind blows from the desert. The tent is silent, and Jael approaches, firm, determined, with a tent peg in one hand and a hammer in the other. It was not a weapon of war. It was just a tool of her everyday life. But in the right hands, in the hands of someone obedient, God turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. She bends over Sisera, and with a precise blow, drives the tent peg into his temple all the way to the ground. The enemy general, the man who terrorized Israel, was dead. When Barak arrives, still in pursuit, Jael goes out to meet him and says, "Come, and I will show you the man you were looking for." He enters the tent, and there is Sisera, fallen, lifeless. Deborah's prophecy was fulfilled with divine precision. God had used an improbable woman, without a sword, without an army, but with unwavering courage and faith. The Song of Deborah, in Judges chapter 5, celebrates this moment with poetry and power. Most blessed of women, be Jael. Most blessed of tent-dwelling women. Jael became a symbol of God's unexpected action. While the powerful waged wars, God chose an anonymous woman to end the conflict. The story of Jael reminds us, God doesn't need titles, nor strength, nor status. He uses whoever is available. You may not have the weapons the world values, but if you have faith, courage, and discernment, God will do great things through you. Jael recognized the right moment, the divine kairos, and she acted with audacity. She risked her own life, but obeyed the eternal purpose. Perhaps you feel small, forgotten, or unimportant. But remember Jael. On the right day, at the right time, with the right tools, she changed the destiny of a people. While generals fall and empires crumble, God continues to raise up Jaels, simple men and women, who with faith and courage become instruments of heaven. If this story inspired you, comment below, "Lord, use me like Jael." And if you love learning with powerful stories like this, subscribe now to the Gospel Teachings channel. Leave your like and share this video with someone who needs to remember that God uses the improbable.